Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing our series of videos with respect to advice and encouragement to converts to Judaism, Gerim, Returnees to Judaism, Baalei Tshuva and Noahides, Bnei Noach. All of you have the same goal. You want to connect and strengthen your connection with the Creator and to live life accordingly. When you start to take your relationship with the Creator more seriously, when you start to live a more godly life, there's an unfortunate tendency to look at others who are on a similar path or who have been on the path longer and compare yourself to them. Resist the urge to compare yourself to others. First of all, you don't know what's going on in their lives. You don't know what's going on in their minds. You don't know what's going on in their hearts. Someone who seems to be more together, more connected with God, who is conducting their lives in what seems to you a much better way, that may not necessarily be so. I learned this lesson, fortunately, early on. I was in a house with some Hasidim, and we were davening Friday night prayers, Kabbalat Shabbat. And the room was filled with Kedusha, with holiness. And I looked at the people around me, and I thought to myself, these guys are so far ahead of me. These guys are at a level that I'm never going to get to. I'm just, So I was both elated to be in such a wonderful environment, but at the same time it made me sad. A few weeks after this, I was after davening in the morning at this shul, this Hasidic shul. I had a spare hour or two, so I went into the study hall and to do some learning. And many of the people who davened at the house, who prayed at the house that I was that Friday night, I since go there often, were also in the study hall learning. And that same feeling of sadness came over me, because these people were learning and talking and debating and studying, and it seemed to me they were all so filled with the Creator and so had such a love of Torah. And I felt the gap, that they were at such a high level and I was so low compared to them. And a young gentleman came up to me, this Hasidic guy, and I think he may have sensed that I was down. So he sits in the table. I was by myself. He sits at the table across from me, and his name is also Daniel. And he says, "How's it going? How are things?" I said, "They're going all right." He goes, "You seem sad. What's wrong?" So I told him what I just told you, that a week or so ago, Friday night, it was at his father-in-law's house, that I felt the sense of Kedusha, and I felt how far away I was from that level, from the men surrounding me. And similarly this morning, here I am, and I feel this sense of distance from where they are and where I am. And he nodded, and he leaned forward on the table, and he said very softly, "Don't be so impressed by the people around you. You do not know what is in their neshama, is in their soul. You don't know what's in their mind. Someone who looks like he's praying with such intensity, with such spiritual intent, somebody who's davening, it looks like he's davening with such kavana. You don't know what's in his mind. He could be thinking of, what am I going to have for supper? He could be thinking of his to-do list. Don't go by appearances and don't compare yourself to others. We each have an obligation to worry about ourselves and our own level and to improve and go forward. Thinking about others, looking at others, comparing yourself to others, it's a distraction and it takes you away from who you are, where you are, and where you're going. This young man's words had such a powerful effect on me. It made me feel so much better. That 2-3 minutes that he was able to spend with me that morning did me a world of good. It gave me such encouragement. I want to do the same thing for you that Daniel did for me that morning. Don't compare yourself to others. You have no idea what's going through their minds. A person who seems like he's leading such a good and holy life, who's seemingly like a righteous person, you have no idea what their Yetzer Hara is, what their challenges in their own lives are. You don't know. And it's none of your business. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on your own path, your own progress. Concentrate on the Creator and your relationship with the Creator. Improve. Each day, a little step closer. Each day, you're doing one more good deed, one more mitzvah. You're taking one more step up on an ever-increasing staircase toward Hashem, toward the Holy One, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Blessed is He. I hope these videos are of encouragement. I hope we are giving you good advice. I hope you're enjoying them, that they're meaningful. Please come back. Please watch. Please learn. Until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.